Dude, you could be anywhere on YouTube, but right now, you're exactly where you need to be. You're in the best place on YouTube. Dude, you're right here on Just Alyx. And by the way, Alyx, that's my middle name. I don't spell it cool like you. I like that, A-L-Y-X. Hey, Just Alyx. Best wishes from Rob Van Dam. Pow. Let's do another one. Welcome to Just Alyx on YouTube. From the whole effing show, RVD.
Initiating login sequence. Welcome to Alyx's world.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Alyx's world, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I'm your host, Alyx Just Alyx, and this is my very first NXT review on Tuesday nights. Technically, I think there were a couple of those NXT Tuesday Night Live shows I did, but this is the premiere episode of NXT officially on Tuesdays. And it was an episode. Not what you call a great follow-up to what I thought was a pretty good takeover. It was pretty good. Overall, both nights were pretty good. And I was hoping that tonight would hook me going forward. And it looks like, well, they're still stuck on wrapping up things. They need to wrap up the current stories they got going on before they can move on with better things. And that's going to take a while. So, now that I know that NXT is still in that dull period, and I don't really see them getting out of this until the Full Sail crowd comes back, so expect a couple of months where the shows are not going to be that great. They'll probably give you a couple of good episodes here and there. They're introducing new talent, which I like. Franky Monet debuted, Taya Valkyrie. But for the most part, I don't really feel the need to watch NXT next week. I see that Saray is getting ready to debut. Hopefully she's good. I don't know much about her. But other than that, just set up. That's basically what this was. Set up. But let's talk about it anyways. I really don't have a script for this episode. I'm just gonna hit the bullet points, get out of your way, and then you tell me how you felt about NXT. And we'll see how this is received. I don't usually get a lot of views or a lot of viewers for my NXT reviews. But since this is now live on Tuesday nights away from AEW, we'll see. But if this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. While you're at it, help expand the brand by doing the following things. Like me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter at JustAlyxCentral. Also give me a follow on Instagram. Donate using PayPal, Patreon. And yes, Super Chats are officially on. You can donate at any point in time during the broadcast to get your thoughts played live on the air. You can also email me at justalyxsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, Q&A, or just to say hi. Buy yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees at Teespring. Get you an old school Deluxe Man t-shirt. Get you a new school Alyx's World t-shirt. But also get you a blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie, America t-shirt made by J Knox and Firestar Heart. Pro Wrestling Tees are Teespring. The link to everything is down below in the description box. And let's take a look at the live chat. Alright, well, it's not a bad audience. Usually, I don't get this many people watching my NXT reviews, so at least we got some people here. Say hello to the moderators, Firestar Heart, Ultra Shadow 97, Godzilla Hawk, and Elias Ademi. And hello to the following people: Taryn Jones, New Japan Pro Wrestling girl who apparently has the stomach flu. Well, hopefully this review will help you feel better Wrestling Lane, Zachary Hayne, Adam Ritter. Ooh, I'm gonna get this name wrong. Is it Niara? Niara Millhouse. What's up, Mrs. Millhouse? Kibi Brown. Is it TY the Gamer? TY the Gamer 464. New names. Look at me go. Quentin Gilbert. James Rambo. That one was easy. Joseph Winters. Sam M.E. Tokyo Rockstar. TrueFire 901. Jamarcus Williams. Christopher Carter. And Travel with Leo. Welcome. Welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. Be sure you like the video. The more likes you give to this video, the more chances it has of being seen. And again, if you want more NXT reviews, you gotta show it with your viewership. I don't mind talking about NXT, but if no one's gonna watch the videos, and I don't really feel the need to talk about it, it's one thing when it's something I want to talk about, then the viewership doesn't matter. Because that will accumulate over time when it's something I want to talk about and I'm passionate about. You know what I mean? But if no one's gonna watch it and I don't really feel the need to watch it, then why am I doing this? And guys, please don't spam. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs, I see you. I saw you. You don't need to spam. And my moderators will get you. You'll be put in timeout. You'll be put in a little corner like a 2-year-old or I don't know, 4 or 5-year-old. Go to timeout, sir. I see you. All right. Just because I don't see your name is not because I hate you. You guys should know that by now. All right. Let's get to this NXT episode. I'm not gonna go in order. Just gonna kind of skip around, talk about things I like. I think that the best thing to start off with was the debut of can we just call her Taya Valkyrie? Because that's who it is. That's how I got to know her. Taya, Lucha Underground, Impact Wrestling Women's Champ. One of the best female wrestlers today. Period. But okay. Franky Monet. Gotta get used to saying that. Franky Monet. That's who this is. She's bad and bougie. She got all the pizzazz, all the charisma, all of it, all the talent. And you could just see her oozing star power. And it's kind of sad that they put her in the same ring with Raquel Gonzalez because you see the vast difference between Raquel Gonzalez and Franky Monet. It's not even close. And I know a lot of you fans who apparently are big Raquel Gonzalez stands, especially after tonight, after they showed her standing in the ring with her girls. They had Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley make shocking appearances, and all 3 champs were in the same ring. And yeah, that was a nice moment. I'm not taking that away from them. It was really nice seeing 3 best friends. Are they 3 best friends? I'm assuming they are. 3 friends who came in together, reached the top of each of the brands. That's a good story to tell. That's really nice. And I'm glad they got to share that moment. That said, does this change my perspective on Raquel Gonzalez? Does this make me think that Raquel Gonzalez is all of a sudden a great champion and she's a superstar? Y'all don't know me very well. Listen, let me talk to y'all for a minute. I know a lot of you were triggered by my thoughts of Raquel Gonzalez on Thursday last week. How dare you say Raquel's not a superstar? You don't know what you're talking about. Rhea Ripley wasn't a superstar. You're just hating. You're like Jim Cornette. See, this is how I know I'm right. When you try burying me, when you try making me look bad, when you try to go out of your way to insult me and bully me into liking her. Let me give you a little inside tip on these wrestlers. Someone like Raquel Gonzalez, you know how she thinks of people like me? 2 ways. She ignores me, or she sees me as a challenge. Because that's what superstars do. They see a guy like me come on the interwebs and voice my displeasure, tweet my displeasure, And she goes, okay, all right, keep watching. You don't think I'm a star? I'm gonna change your mind soon. Because I know I'm a star. And I know I'm good. And if you really do appreciate wrestling, eventually, you'll like me. That's how you go about it. See, back in the day when I first started YouTube and everybody was hating on Daniel Bryan, oh, Daniel Bryan has no charisma, Daniel Bryan is not that good, and I knew because of his work in ROH as Bryan Danielson, I was like, y'all keep watching. Y'all keep hating all you want. Now, I'll admit, there was a period of time where I went too far with it, and I was just like, shut up! He's awesome! He's wonderful, he's magnificent, and you guys are nerds. You don't know what you're talking about. And that didn't go well for me. Eventually, I just sat back and went, you know what? Keep watching. And eventually, Daniel Bryan turned heads. And now everybody thinks Daniel Bryan is one of the greatest of all time. All you Raquel Gonzalez stans, if you think she's all that great, and you know that eventually she's gonna be a star and she's gonna become that one wrestler that I will eventually like, you should have that same mentality. Okay, Alyx, you don't like her right now? Keep watching. But see, I'm not gonna get that. These Raquel Gonzalez stans, they know she's not really ready for that championship. And I know the story. She did a very good job with the promo, and she did do a good job with the promo. Not saying she can't cut a promo. That wasn't the point I was making. I think people need to listen a bit more to my rant. When did I say that Raquel was bad on the microphone? And when did I say she was bad inside the ring? Although she's, let's be real, she's a better talker than a better wrestler. I think we can all agree on that. Yeah, she can cut a promo. That wasn't my argument. My argument was, is she the best talker in NXT? Is she the best wrestler in NXT? Does she have the best look? Does she stand out above the pack? Is she the one person you think of when it comes to the NXT? No, she's not. That's the point. It isn't the fact that, well, she could be a star one day. It's the fact that compared to the past NXT champions, let's go down the list. Apparently I missed one. Paige. Come on now. Charlotte Flair. Sasha Banks, Bayley, Asuka, Ember Moon, Shayna Baszler, Kairi Sane, Rhea Ripley, and now Io Shirai. All of those stars, all of those, granted, a lot of them worked in the indies for years and got experience outside of WWE NXT before they came to the roster, although Charlotte was a homegrown talent when you think about it, but a lot of them got experience from outside the company and then came in to work their craft. So they had that advantage over Raquel, who's green. She started here at NXT. Still, that's the standard you set. She has to meet that standard, and she hasn't. Now, will she eventually meet that standard? Probably. It's not today, though. So no. As much as I appreciate what they did with Raquel, Bianca, and Rhea Ripley, it was a good moment. All three women got their time together inside the ring. Love the story of them coming up together and reaching the top. Wonderful. Raquel can't rely on Bianca and Rhea Ripley to carry her. She has to be able to stand on her own. She has to be able to stand on her own. And as time goes by, when they start letting her wrestle with these other women, because they're getting ready to send her after Mercedes Martinez, or they're going to send people after her. Mercedes Martinez, they're going to send her after Saray coming in, and then they're going to do Taya Valkyrie. Franky Monet. She has to be able to hold her own in those matches. Otherwise, she's going to get outshined. So if Raquel Gonzalez is indeed this massive star, this great talent that you guys say she is, she'll see all of this as a challenge. And go, all right, keep watching me. Keep watching. I'm gonna prove you wrong. And if she proves me wrong, okay. I don't mind being wrong. See, that's the problem with some of y'all on the internet. You guys don't want to put your money where your mouth is. You want to take the bet, but when you lose, you want to keep your money. I don't mind losing money. I don't mind coming up here and saying, I was wrong. But the reality of the situation is, and the best way I can describe it is like this. This is how I'm going to say it, and then we'll move on. Raquel Gonzalez being NXT champion right now is the equivalent of Carmella being women's champion. Carmella? Is she a bad talent? No. Is she bad inside the ring? No. Can she cut a promo? Yes. That said, she's clearly not the best in the ring, on the microphone. In terms of look, she's not the best. She doesn't really stand out. But she has a certain thing about her that impresses the higher-ups. Blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie. You know what I mean. And then Raquel's the same way. She big. She a big girl. It's the same thing. It's very similar. But, again, I am someone that just started watching NXT again. Maybe over time, the more I see her, might become a fan of hers. I don't mind. I don't mind. Months later, coming up here and saying, you know what, I was very hard on her. And you know what? Am I hard on her? Probably. More than likely. But why is that a bad thing? Why are people acting like, oh, why are you so hard on her? Leave her alone. This is a grown-ass woman. It's a grown-ass woman. You don't think she sees this as an opportunity to get better? Work on yourself. Get better. And then maybe I'll be a fan. Or ignore me. Sorry. Reality of the situation is, I think they gave her the championship too soon. And knowing that Franky Monet is here, and she's about to blow up, she's not holding that belt for long. But okay. Y'all have fun. Y'all enjoy this short reign of Raquel Gonzalez.
After those ladies, Dakota would be next afterwards.
Even Dakota Kai. Even Dakota Kai has so much more potential than Raquel, but Dakota is one of those talents where unless the fans get behind her, she's not getting pushed. But I think when they get the crowd back, they're gonna get a rude awakening on who the real stars are. You know? We'll see. That's another thing. Speaking of crowds, did it sound like they had 4 people in that building? The crowd was very quiet. There was pumped in crowd noise here and there, but they had people in the CWC and I barely heard them. It felt like 4 or 5 people. They need to get their asses back in front of Full Sail. Just get back in front of Full Sail as soon as possible. Give us a date. Like, I hope they get back at least by August. By August, we should have Full Sail crowd. Because they need it. They need the Full Sail crowd back. This isn't working. Alright, that peanut gallery was, And the crowd is a very essential part of NXT's show. If the crowd's weak, it really does affect the show. And I think that's why this show really wasn't all that. It wasn't terrible. I guess it was decent. It was decent. It didn't pop to me. It was just like, all right, well, that was an episode. I don't know if I should watch next week. Now, the only reason I am watching next week is because of Saray. So, I don't know much about this new talent. Let me pull her up really quickly, because I don't even think some of you know who I'm talking about. And that's okay, because most of you probably not even watching NXT as much as I am. But, let me see. Saray, NXT. I think I spelled her name. Is it S-A-R-R-E-E or A-Y? Oh, it's the same person. Never mind. She just did the A-Y because she came to WWE. So, it's still Saray. They just spelled it differently. Okay, well, that's interesting. Well, come with me to the interwebs. We're going to take a look at Miss Saray. So I just Googled Saray. This is how she looks. You can do this too if you want, but since you're here, yeah, I mean, I've never seen her wrestle before, but apparently I think she was in Stardom, right? Looks like she was in Stardom. Well, hold on, let me just do some research while y'all here. Okay, see, Saray with the E, Saray. Let's see here. Joshi Scene. Yeah, she's definitely a Joshi wrestler. Neo, Japan Ladies Pro Wrestling. I don't see any Stardom. Maybe she wasn't in Stardom. I just can't assume all Japanese wrestlers wrestled in Stardom. I gotta stop doing that. No, she doesn't seem to really have much of a presence with that side of the world. But hey, Triple H is a fan of New Japan Pro Wrestling. Believe it or not. He's a big fan of that Japanese pro wrestling style. He loves that. That's why you see him bringing in people like Kota Ibushi, Kushida, and Io Shirai, Asuka, you know, of course, Shinsuke Nakamura. By the way, in case you guys don't know, he's been trying to get Okada Tanahashi for a while. I'm pretty sure he's a fan of Naito, but you know he's been trying to get Okada for the longest time. He wants Okada. He really does want Okada. And if he gets Okada, that's a big get. But yeah, he's a big fan of that scene. Maybe she's good. I don't know much about her. I'm missing somebody. Who am I missing? Oh, Mako. Mako Satomura, right? Mako Satomura. Yeah, he's a big fan of that style, so maybe she's really good. We'll have to see. MSK, I think, defeated. Who did they beat? Was that the team of Drake Maverick and oh crap, who was it? Who was Drake Maverick tag teaming with? Was that Killian Dane? Yeah, it was Killian Dane. And then MSK beat them. And then afterwards, Imperium attacked Killian Dane and Drake Maverick, but because I have no fucking idea. I don't care. Mercedes Martinez, for some reason, hasn't gotten paid by Robert Stone, and she decided to hunt Robert Stone down. Give me my money. And then Jessie. What was her last name? Is it Camilla? Camilla. Jessie Camilla. Look, y'all know I'm single, so y'all know how I am. Y'all know I be thirsting over these women. But homegirl Jessie. Goddamn. Maybe she should have been NXT champ. Yeah, I was like, holy crap. Where did they find her from? Apparently she's been on TV for a while. But goddamn, Jessie. I likes. And apparently Jessie and Aaliyah are a thing. Shoot, give them the belts. I'm a big fan of Aaliyah, always will be. But apparently Jessie is getting taken care of by Isaiah Swerve Scott. And for that very reason alone, Isaiah Swerve Scott should be a babyface and my NXT champion. That boy, if that boy landed Jessie, oh, he's the greatest man alive. He's the greatest man alive. You have to be to land that one. Oh, I'm sorry, the match, right. Mercedes Martinez beat Jessie. Yeah, and then she was all like, Raquel, we coming for you, Nick. Sorry. Raquel, I'm coming for you. Girl. And that was about it. Basically, that was it. Just setting up more opponents for Raquel Gonzalez, and she better bring it. Santos Escobar lost the championship to Kushida. Are you surprised? Again, like, I just told you that Triple H loves New Japan Pro Wrestling, and Kushida was one of their best talents. And you know what? It also makes a lot of sense since he's been pushed so goddamn hard. Probably a little bit more than he should. But yeah, they made him the Cruiserweight champ, and I'm sitting here going, okay. So we're going to do Jordan Devlin versus Kushida. Who wins that match? Because keep this in mind, Kushida is Triple H's pet project. Jordan Devlin is HBK's pet project. Who wins in that one? Triple H? HBK. Triple H? HBK. Sure. Who wins? The battle of the pet projects. Fight. Y'all pick one. I don't know. I guess at this point, just keep the belt on Kushida. Hell, at this point, bring in Alex Shelley. Have them feud. I'm serious. That would be a nice feud to do. is kind of weird that you had Santos Escobar go out of his way to unify the belts, beat Jordan Devlin at NXT TakeOver, and what was a good ladder match. It wasn't the greatest ladder match I've ever seen. It was good. And then he just drops it to Kushida. Pecking order. Just saying. Pecking order. Tommaso Ciampa and Timothy Thatcher are still a tag team. Look, it was nice for the Dusty Rhodes Classic. I was cool with them being a thing for the Dusty Rhodes Classic, especially since, you know, they went and did their feud. It was cool. Matter of fact, they were my pick to win. But now that it's over with, why are we still doing this? It just feels... Again, this is part of the reason why I don't feel the need to continue watching NXT after tonight. Everything just kind of feels like, all right, we got these stories going on and we need to wrap it up first before we move on. And I'm like, all right, but like some of these stories are not that great. Can I just be real with you? I'm not all that. Yeah. I'm not all that impressed. Not with this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, as much as I love Tommaso Ciampa, and I loved his match with Volta, that was easily a classic. He needs to be a singles competitor. But I guess you can't send him after Karrion Kross, although that would be the next logical feud. You know what I mean? Like, when you think about it, who would logically be the next person to fight Karrion Kross? Why not Tommaso Ciampa? But I guess he has to work his way back up since he lost to Volta, right? I guess. And I guess you can't send him after Johnny, because no one wants to see that again. How many times have we seen HBK and Triple H? Anyways, we're not going to go there. Yeah, is there really nothing else we can do with this? Okay, whatever. They really should split them up and make them singles competitors, really. That's what I think they should do. But I'm not booking their show, so what do I know? One of my favorite parts of the night was the video package between Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole. And they had some extra footage afterwards where they're both being carted off on stretchers, and they're both being carried into a hospital. You have Adam Cole cussing up a storm. Fuck you! And they're bleeping him out. You ain't shit! Fuck you! I hate you! I hate you! You're dead! And Kyle O'Reilly's just like, I want to be anywhere else than here right now. And I loved it. That was amazing. I loved every single part of that. You know what? They might continue this feud, and it's one of those things where it's like, I mean, what do you go after an unsanctioned match? Well, that's the question they had for Tommaso Ciampa and Gargano, and guess what? They did a lot more things after that. They had 3 classics back to back. So, all right, I mean, quite frankly, they should have better matches going forward if they continue this feud. I don't really see this being over with because I don't really see Adam Cole being called up either. So we'll see what happens. Speaking of Undisputed Era, Roderick Strong resigned. He just quit. So did he actually quit and he's going to AEW? I'm joking. I don't know. Like, I'm assuming this is the storyline and he's going to come back after some time. Or he's getting called up. Nah, he's not getting called up. No one is getting called up before Adam Cole. Period. He's not getting called up. He might, though. Shoot, Io might get called up. I hope she doesn't get called up either. Anyways, yeah, yeah, alright, well, let's see what happens with Mr. Roderick Strong. Leon Ruff versus Isaiah Swerve Scott. It was good. I'll say it was good. It was fine. I'm just beyond done with Isaiah Swerve Scott as a heel. Why are you trying to make me boo him? He's way too cool. He's way too charismatic. He's literally one of your best wrestlers. Why are you making me boo him? And then he beats Leon Ruff clean. No BS. And then afterwards, Leon Ruff attacked him. It's not over until I say it's over. I'm just like, y'all, why are we continuing this? It's over. Wrap it up. Well, someone on Twitter, Leon Ruff was attacked from behind by Isaiah Swerve Scott, and, you know, Isaiah Swerve Scott tried to ruin his career, and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, well, clearly, Isaiah Swerve Scott is too good for Leon Ruff because he can't get the job done. It's time to move on. It's time to move on. You can't get the job done. I'm sorry. I am sorry. 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 It's over with. I don't want to see this feud. It's over with. It's over with. These two have peaked. You're not going to get any better than this. All right. Now, I will say this. If the plan is to turn Leon Ruff heel and make Isaiah Swerve Scott a babyface, and they do a double turn, I'll let it go. I'll let it go. And that's the only reason for this to continue. All right, well, let's flip the alignments to see how it works. All right, in that instance, fine. Let's see how that works out. Maybe Leon Ruff is better as a heel. But Isaiah Swerve Scott should not be a heel. That's dumb. We all know that's dumb. It was like him being heel in Lucha Underground. I didn't like Killshot as a heel. I never wanted to. Why would you ever make me dislike a man that was traumatized, PTSD from being an army vet? You know what I mean? I didn't quite understand that bookie from Lucha Underground. I don't understand why you're making me dislike this guy who is very charismatic and very easy to like. What's next? Is the main event next? I think the main event, yeah, it's the way. The way, ladies and gentlemen. That's Gargano. Indy Hartwell. Of course, Candice LeRae. And then Austin Theory. Doesn't really stand out to me. Gargano Squad. How about that? It's the Gargano Squad taking on Ember Moon, Dexter Lumis, Bronson Reed, and Shotzi Blackheart. It was a match. The only thing that really stood out was basically wherever the hell this is between Indy Hartwell and Dexter Lumis. How long has this been going on? Apparently it's been a thing for a while. Indy Hartwell's been lusting. She's been thirsting over that creep. She wants that creepy love. And she got her way. She's like, carry me. I can't stand. Oh my god. Oh no. He's gonna get me. Oh no. There he is. Ah! And then she gets carried away and she's just like, we gonna make the tape tonight. Get it on Craigslist. Nah, man. Like, apparently people like it. Y'all have fun with that one. I'm just like, all right, well, they gonna make some babies. Y'all have fun with them babies. Not my thing. Again, like, I don't like Dexter Lumis as a babyface. I just think he's just so hokey. It reminds me of R-Truth. Like, if you turn him heel, you got something. You got something as a heel with Dexter Lumis. He will be a what have I been saying? For years. Turn Roman Reigns heel. Turn Roman Reigns heel. Oh, he's a good babyface. Shut up. He's a good babyface. Okay, how'd that work out? Didn't work out. Turns him heel. Now he's the best talent on SmackDown in WWE. I look at Dexter Lumis and go, you turn him heel, watch him explode. He would be a great heel character. But all right, y'all keep pushing this babyface around. So I don't know what they're getting ready to do. I'm assuming they're getting ready to do Bronson Reed again against Gargano. I mean, sure, I guess. Again, like, none of this stuff interests me. Like, I'm not necessarily chomping at the bit to watch NXT next week. Now, as you guys know, I'm taking a break next week anyway, so there won't be a review. But I am going to be watching. I'm still going to be turning on the show because I love wrestling. And I want to see what they do with Saray. I'm very interested to see how Saray works. But in terms of, like, what they got going on for the future, I'm just like, well, this show didn't really get me excited for what's to come. It's just like, all right, it looks like we're just continuing what we already had going. All right, well, wrap it up. Wrap this up. Wrap up all these crazy storylines and get to something new. Because AEW's done. Now NXT, you have to stand on your own laurels. You don't have the anti-AEW crowd to watch you. Now your show needs to be good, otherwise, we'll see. So, do I think NXT will do good in the ratings this week? I suspect NXT will get a good, I predict 800,000 to about 1 million. It is WrestleMania weekend, and apparently Raw did pretty well. Raw got 2 million. Exactly 2 million. It wasn't like, oh, it hit over 2 million views. No, it was exactly 2 million. By the way, this was the lowest viewed Raw episode, Raw after WrestleMania episode. It was the lowest viewed Raw after WrestleMania episodes. Don't get all excited like, oh my God, Raw's back. No, it's not. Raw is still garbage, and I'm on Raw cleanse, so I won't be able to tell you how bad it is. NXT will probably do well because it is following NXT TakeOver and WrestleMania. So I suspect 800,000 to about 1 million. But next week isn't much happening. So we'll see. They need to do something to get the buzz going again. So Kyle O'Reilly returns next week. I'm assuming they're going to continue the feud between him and Adam Cole. Karrion Kross is looking for an opponent. Can we call up, call down, whatever you say. Let's call up Aleister Black and have him fight Karrion Kross. Or maybe do Finn Balor, but this time the Demon. Raquel Gonzalez will most likely end up fighting Franky Monet. No, if they put her against Franky Monet, she's dropping that belt. Guaranteed. I guarantee you, if she fights Franky Monet, she's dropping that belt. So more than likely, she will fight Mercedes. And she'll beat Mercedes. Mercedes will make her look good. Gargano's going to fight Bronson Reed. MSK is going to fight Tommaso Ciampa and Timothy Thatcher? I don't know what Volto's going to do. He's probably going to go back to NXT UK. NXT, everybody! Yeah, still not the greatest show in the world. Not what I once called the greatest show, the greatest wrestling show in the world. But hey, they had to rebuild, they had to repackage everything, and they had to do things differently. Hopefully we'll get to a point where things get back to normal and they get their asses back in front of the Full Sail crowd. I will say this, with the way things are, that Full Sail crowd is not going to be nice. Sorry. Alright, live chat. You have the floor. Give me your thoughts. How y'all feel about this? Instantly, someone said, well, Karrion Kross is overrated. How is someone overrated? I don't see how you can overrate Karrion Kross when no one's saying he's great. Who the hell is saying that Karrion Kross is one of the best wrestlers in the world? For real. That's a legit question. I'm not saying he's the best wrestler in the world. Karrion Kross is a Goldberg performer. He has a look. He looks like a champion. He has the presence of a champion. And that's it. He has a great manager. Very beautiful. Sorry. Get some water. Very beautiful manager and Lady Scarlett. And that's it. I mean, he's Goldberg for NXT. And he's very good at being Goldberg for NXT. Adam Ritter is being weird, asking me whose ass is bigger. I mean, in terms of size, I guess Nia Jax, but who has a thicker ass? Tony Thickness, of course. Tony Thickness. Tony Lopez. NXT is doing without Morrow. They need to get Nigel back. I don't think they're gonna get Morrow back, but can we at least get Nigel McGuinness back? You do Nigel McGuinness with Vic Joseph, and Wade Barrett. You might have something. I love Beth, but Beth was only good with Morrow and Nigel. She was a nice little cherry on top. You can take her off, send her home, maybe have her be a trainer, and just replace her with Nigel McGuinness, and we'll be okay. Time for Alex Ball Z. Alex Ball Z? The hell? That's the thing? Next time on Alyx Ball Z. Is that what y'all think of me on a TV show? Let's see here. Johnny Drip Drip. Yeah, Franky Monet is the wife of Johnny Drip Drip. Johnny Mundo, John Morrison, Johnny Nitro, wherever the hell you want to call him. Again, I don't like that name. Taya Valkyrie was great as she was. Taya Valkyrie. Franky Monet? These names are terrible. Belair got over in 2019. Yeah, Belair has been here forever. When did she debut? Like 2016-ish? 2016, 2017? Like, she didn't get over instantly. It took her a while to get over. She debuted in that women's tournament to 2017, right? It took her a while to get over. She didn't just get over. Okay? And then when she was popping and she was hot, then they gave her the title. No one really was popping for Raquel Gonzalez. They just gave her the belt and told us that she's good. I'm like, no, I don't operate that way, brother. She's either good or she not. Let's see here. Top 3 big girls. Rhea, Taya, Martinez. Yeah, Taya's pretty tall. Taya, what is Taya? Like, she's like, I think she's like 6 feet. Like, hold on. How tall is Taya Valkyrie? Oh, no, she's my height, 5'9". Okay, well, shit, that's still pretty tall for... that's still pretty tall for female standards. 5'9" is how Bailey is how tall. How tall is... I think Bailey's only like 5'6". Bailey is 5'6". Sasha is like 5'4". How tall is Trish Stratus? Trish Stratus is 5'4", yep. And Charlotte's my height. I know Charlotte is 5'9". I think, actually, she might be taller. I think she might be 5'10". Oh, she's my height. I was right, she's my height. So, yeah, you see all these tall women, and you put Valkyrie up against them. And how tall is Raquel? Raquel's like, what, 6'4"? Again, she a big girl, so that's probably why they gave her the belt. Gonzalez. Height. She's 6'4", right? Oh, no, she's just 6'1". Oh! I mean, that's still tall. Ultra Shallow 97 says, Jessie was in the Mae Young Classic. She was? Actually, yes, she was. Oh! Okay. Interesting. They kept her... I mean, I'm pretty sure I've seen her here and there. I just don't... She doesn't really stand out all that much. Now, I'm like... Where have you been all my life? Where have you been all my life? Okay. Rhea Ripley is 5... Rhea Ripley ain't no goddamn 5'7". Rhea has to be at least 6'1". Rhea Ripley height. I stand corrected. Rhea Ripley is 5'7"? Hold the fuck. Hold on. Shayna. How tall is Shayna? Baszler height. Wait, so I'm taller than all these women. Nia Jax better be at least 6 feet tall. Yeah, Nia Jax is 6 feet tall. All right, so she's taller than me. I'll be like, what's up, Nia? What's up? Man, imagine me meeting Nia Jax in the store. She'd be like, oh, don't I know you? Aren't you mocking me on YouTube? And I'd be like, no, that's my twin brother. I don't know who that is. Actually, you know, I know who it is. It's Adam Ritter. You're looking for Adam Ritter. That's who that is. Adam Ritter thinks you suck. He says, Nia Jax hated.
Dexter and Indy to Alexa's playground on Raw.
I don't do that. I'm definitely not watching no goddamn. Yeah. Wow, I didn't really realize that Rhea was 5'7". Okay, so I'm taller than all these women. Don't matter, they can still kick my ass if they really, really wanted to. Alright. Let me see here. I said, Beth, are you scared of Nia Jax? Do you not see how big that girl is? That big woman will squash me. Alright? So if I see her, I'm gonna pull a Ric Flair and dip. No, brother, low blow. Crap. That doesn't work on her. I don't know, y'all. But yeah, give me your thoughts about NXT. How y'all feel about it? I didn't think there was much to talk about with this episode. But tomorrow, AEW. Then Thursday's the Q&A. And then Friday, SmackDown. And then I am taking a break. Okay? So I'll see you tomorrow for AEW. Thank you for watching. This is Alyx. Just Alyx signing out right here in Alyx's World.